Howdy friends, I'm over at my terrace house. Just wanted to show you what's going on. A little more progress on the foundation. They've got this backfill done. So here along the sides, I don't know if you remember in the last video, I think in the last video it showed that there was like this huge pit that ran down along the walls. So they've obviously filled that in. This is going to be crawl space. They filled in along here, right there. This was the modification that had to be done that I was telling you guys about that slowed everything down by months, because we had to redraw the plans because the original foundation under our house that was built in 1880 is just basically stacks of bricks, and the only way to what would you call it, reinforce it, was they put in these solid walls and then filled it in with dirt so that it can't move or wiggle around or anything. So, and then they had to do the same thing along that side. And so this is what made us have to redo the floor plan a bit and also slowed everything down. There was a man that was here just before I started filming. He said tomorrow they will be putting in the rock gravel base, and then they're going to cover it with a I forget what he called it, some sort of moisture barrier, and then they pour the concrete on top of that. So this should be getting poured tomorrow. And then here's again the egress windows area. I was asking him about it because I didn't realize they were so deep. Like, I had no idea. I thought it was like you crawl out and then you just crawl up. No, this will require stairs. So some sort of like metal stair railing is going to have to get installed in here, you know, on both of these, so that in the event of an emergency or something, you could crawl out that basement. But otherwise, this is what things are currently looking like. I do still have a driveway under there. It's just buried in dirt. And, oh, I did lose my tree. They took out this tree right here that was right about in that area. I knew that that was a possibility. I was hoping that maybe it wouldn't have to come out, but unfortunately it has come out. So, oh well, I will plant another one eventually. And I also lost some other plants. I had some, what are these called? Old gold junipers that they just kind of plowed right out, plowed through. That one on the end down there looks like it might survive, but not even sure if I'm going to keep it now. This whole thing, like, they took this wall back further than I thought they were going to. That rock wall that used to be in here is just gone altogether. I'm not sure what this is going to look like when it's done, because they're going to put in a sidewalk here along this side of the house. And I want the sidewalk to connect with the sidewalk up there, run straight back all the way, and then I want it to come back to connect to the driveway over there. And then if you can see, here is where the house will end, obviously. I want to put I want to have the fence starting at the end of the house wall and running straight back like this, straight back, and then connecting over to the garage to give us kind of this nice square backyard area, which is smaller than I had hoped. But again, we lost space due to that, this adjustment that had to be made for the foundation. So I'm just kind of like not worrying about it. This whole area right here is going to have to be redone. They also messed up and buried quite a bit of my little stone pathway, my little cobblestone pathway that I had put in here. Some of it is lost, buried in the dirt there. I just asked them basically to not throw away my stones, because I will eventually repurpose them and rebuild my garden and stuff. So they're just kind of stacked up randomly. But that is it for the update today. He said once the foundation is poured in this area, it has been a little bit delayed because of the rain that we keep having. they have to wait for this to be mostly dry, although he did say they're going to bring some sort of water pump tomorrow just to, in case there is anything residual down there before they put the rock level in. They'll get it out of there. But he said once that foundation gets poured, it should start moving pretty quickly as far as, like, you know, getting the basement ceiling and the walls built and stuff like that. So we'll see. I don't think I'm even gonna bother showing you the plants. Looking pretty terrible. We are in mid-October now, and I haven't been over here gardening in probably about a month. Things are shutting down for the season anyway, but I'll just take a quick peek here. We got some lavender looking healthy. This is my catmint potato vine, overgrowing and covering everything as usual. And some weeds. Okay. So again, I've got catmint, some lavender, catmint, lavender. That's my Purple Prince, this annual here. Oh, hey, little kitty. I think I've showed you guys this kitty before. This is a neighborhood cat. I don't know its name. I think I started calling it something, but I forgot what I was calling it. So I'll just have to come up with something. Maybe just Gray. But he's very sweet. And every time I'm here, he always comes over to get some attention. So you can see the lamb's ear border. And that is some catmint there on that border. I do have some mums that are colorful. I planted those earlier this year. Do you remember how small they were? I think I got them for like $5 or $6 for $1. I can't remember. They were ridiculously cheap. I got them in spring and they were just like little baby plants. And it said they were mums, and I wasn't even sure I believed it because I'd never seen them that small before. But I planted them, and this is what they look like. So I think next year I will give them some more space, but they are pretty. Oh, there's a butterfly. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. I think that is a fritillary. Oh, he flew away. Dagnabbit. Okay, and then that's it. On this end, I've got, again, the lavender catmint. Looking okay. Bye, little Gray. Little Gray. Just give you one more pet and then I'm gonna go. Bye, buddy. The other day when I was over here, I don't know, a couple, 2 or 3 weeks ago or something, I was talking to my neighbor about how happy I am that I got this ground cover put in. And she's like, yeah, but the deer have been eating it nonstop. And I'm like, oh, really? And I can see that it is chewed down almost to the ground. All right, I'm not really sure why. Maybe I'm almost full on my camera, but it just died. So I'm just going to wrap this up, say goodbye. But anyway, I was just saying that the deer are eating this to the ground. I don't really care, honestly. It's just meant to be a ground cover. It does get pretty flowers in the spring. So if it's not going to get flowers because they're eating it, I mean, that's sad, but oh well. Okay, talk to you guys next time. Bye now.